I've been holding on to an old promise for years, and today I'm finally letting it go. Sometimes a reset doesn't start with a huge life change. Sometimes it starts with the small things. So today I'm refreshing my hair and letting go of some of that physical dead weight, plus talking about why our surroundings affect us more than we realize. So join me today to go see my favorite hairstylist, Miss Chloe. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a while now. Not because there's anything wrong with my hair, but because sometimes we just know when it's time for a refresh. And if you're watching this, I have a feeling you know exactly what I mean. It's interesting how often we hold onto things long after they've stopped feeling aligned. Whether that's habits, sometimes it's our environments or routines, and sometimes it's simply a haircut we've just been putting off for months. One thing I teach often in my holistic health practice is that our environment directly affects our nervous system. Most people think of stress as something happening strictly inside them, but our surroundings matter just as much. The spaces we spend time in, the things we look at every day, the energy we carry, even the way we care for ourselves. Everything sends constant data and information back to the body. And sometimes, even small environmental changes can create enough physical space for us to feel entirely different inside. Hair has always been a surprisingly emotional thing for me, and I know I'm not alone on this. Growing up, my hair was always kept short, and honestly, I hated it. My grandmother, God love her, was the family hairdresser, and she was incredibly old school. I used to think I looked like Susie O'Neill. That's how short my cuts were. But as I got older, I actually became a hairdresser myself. And if you've ever worked in a salon, you'll know that apprentices become the guinea pigs for every new technique. More than once, my hair was completely chopped off. At the time, I never really felt like I had much control over it. So when I finally gained independence and true ownership over my own identity, I started growing it long, and I promised myself I would never cut it again. Until now. For a long time, my hair became a literal symbol of freedom. It was a symbol of choice and having total control over something that was entirely mine.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
What are you thinking?
Alright, chop it off.
Chop it off? You're on the chop.
Yep,
How much are we thinking?
just below shoulders.
Yeah? You still want to be able to put it up?
Yeah.
Not that awkward way.
No, I don't want it to be.
I don't know. Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
No? You're good? Just
No,
do it.
do your magic, girl.
Yeah, sweet.
I trust you.
Cool.
But something I've been learning lately is that growth often asks us to let go of things that once served a vital purpose. Not because they're bad or because they're wrong, but because we've outgrown the version of ourselves that desperately needed them. So this isn't really about cutting my hair. It's about recognizing how much has changed in my life over the last few years. My surroundings have changed, my priorities have changed, the person I'm becoming continues to evolve. And somewhere along the way, I realized I was holding onto an old, rigid promise made by a younger version of me who just wanted to feel safe. And how cute is this? The little salon dog, Honey, she's so gorgeous. She just runs around. You might have seen her at the start of the video when she leaped across the whole salon. She's just absolutely beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, that's what today feels like. A beautiful reminder that growth isn't always about holding on.
Where's it all gone?
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. I love the colour too. The colour's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
So it's still going to grow out nice, but you're still going to
but it looks
Sometimes growth asks us to release a little of the old so we can make space for what's next. And honestly, I think that's where I'm at right now. Nothing dramatic changed today. I'm still me, but I do feel lighter. Sometimes it's not really about the haircut. It's about giving yourself permission to pause, to refresh, to release what no longer feels supportive, and to create a little space for something new. One of the core things I've learned through my work in holistic health is that well-being isn't built through one massive, overwhelming action. It's built through small choices, repeated constantly every single day, like a short walk, or deep breath, or moving your body without expectation. Spending 10 minutes in nature. These things seem so small, but they all communicate safety, care, and deep support directly to the nervous system. And those messages matter. This wasn't really a hair appointment. It was a reminder that looking after yourself doesn't always have to be complicated. Sometimes a reset starts with cleaning a room, and sometimes it starts with finally booking that appointment you've been putting off. Shifts matter because often they're exactly where bigger changes begin. Thank you so much for being here and coming with me on a small but massive change.